Wayne Bonney and Jean Morin. And we're just about ready for the Gatorade opening face-off for that deep down body thirst. And the puck back in the Kings zone as we're underway. Here is Mark Potvin, newcomer to the Kings in his second game. Deflects it into the Quebec zone. Played there, and here's Steve Duchesne, the former King. He gives it up to Andrei Kovalenko. Kovalenko checked the ball on the boards and cleared it to the blue line to Sakic. He gets checked. Duchesne with it now over to Lesishin. Now ahead to Kovalenko across the line, right down the middle, and poked away by Daryl Sador. Kovalenko again. He's got a man on the right side. Steve Duchesne shoots, saved by Kelly Rudy. Rebound poked down into the right wing corner. Going for there is Conacher. He can't hang on. Kovalenko kicks it free. Now a pass in front intended for Duchesne, but broken up by Charlie Huddy. Duchesne, as he did so many times in a King uniform, was coming right down the middle, and Huddy broke it up.
If you're a forward guarding your point and Steve Duchesne's that man, you always have to keep your head turning, because if he does get a step on you, you're not going to catch up.
Here's Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky across the line. Pass on the left wing side to Tony Granato. He spins and got a shot, but it was blocked by Adam Foote. Now the Nordiques clear it out to center ice. This line has got Curry on the right wing, and over on the left side is Granato and Wayne Gretzky at center. Puck comes down in deep, and Hextall drives it over the head of the referee and out across the blue line. The Kings trying to hold it in, but Rob Blake had it, but it had come across the blue line. Offside. Fires it. Still no score first period. Puck comes in deep. Donnelly behind the net. Donnelly dropped it off to Loach, who got knocked down by Curtis Lesishin. And the puck taken now by the Nordiques, but poked away in the corner by Gary Shuchuk. Gino Cavallini goes for there. Can't hang on. Here's Lonnie Loach. Loach gets checked, and Cavallini comes out with it. 3-on-2 for the Nordiques. Over to Sundin. Sundin to LaPointe. From LaPointe, right side, hangs on. Sundin shoots. Blocked it. Hit Cavallini on the way in. Now Cavallini scores from behind the net. Gino Cavallini just threw it out in front, and it deflected in. And the Quebec Nordiques have a 1-0 lead.
The Kings have seen too many of these types of goals lately. Bad bounces. Sundin takes the shot. There's Cavallini, tries to get out of the way. Bob, it appeared to me he almost tried to do this. He waited. He's trying to bank that off the goaltender. It looks like no one really in position. Watch 44. He gets hit with a puck here. He picks it up. Now one of the Nordiques goes to the front of the net. It's LaPointe, but no one else is there. You don't see that too often, usually from players like Wayne Gretzky. Cavallini has a smile on his face.
Pass up the center ice to Carson. He gets it left side to Robitaille. Robitaille moving in. Tried to give it to Carson. Lesishin broke it up. Robitaille left side. 14 seconds to go. Puck comes to the blue line. Here's Rob Blake. Shoots. Save Hextall. Blake with a rebound. Blake still with it. Blake in the corner. Now behind the net. 5 seconds to go in the period. In front to Carson is shot, or to Taylor is shot wide. No, it was Carson. Now in front, and Hextall covers it up. And that's the end of the first period. Hextall comes out and takes a punch at Dave Taylor. Taylor was poking at the puck because the whistle hadn't blown. And then when the whistle blew, Hextall came out and took kind of a left-handed punch at Dave Taylor. But the first period is over. In the period, the Kings outshoot the Nordiques 9-6. The only goal is by Gino Cavallini. And at the end of one, it's the Quebec Nordiques 1, the Los Angeles Kings 0. Seconds left to go in the power play for the Kings, but the Nordiques, Adam Foote with it in his own zone, and now the power play is over as the Nordiques clear it to center. Owen Nolan out of the penalty box. Nolan down the middle alone. He shoots. He scores! Owen Nolan steps out of the penalty box. Alex Zhidnik tried to get back, but Nolan put it up high over Rudy, and it's 2-0 Quebec.
You can see the Nordiques just trying to clear the puck out of the zone. Perfect timing for Owen Nolan. Makes a good move, waits for Kelly Rudy to go down. Goal scorer right here. Nolan knows what to do with the puck. His 28th on the season. You can see Rudy try to follow him across. Rudy goes down to his knees to cover as much room as he can. And Nolan, very patient, puts it upstairs.
Oh, and rebound behind the net. Taken by the Nordiques. Sundin, right corner. Up the middle it goes to Sakic. Sakic in front, tip and a save. Ricci with a tip with his back to the net, and a save made by Kelly Rudy. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Kings with it. Robitaille shoots. He scores! Luc Robitaille with a short-handed goal. The Kings' 9th short-handed goal of the year. Luke had Granato with him and just pulled the trigger, and the Kings are down by 1.
Robitaille wastes no time here. Granato getting into position for the shot, And I think it surprised Ron Hextall. Robitaille, I've mentioned it many times, he has a heavy shot. Look at that backswing. That's not too much time wasted on the backswing by Luc Robitaille. He just gets it just past parallel.
And just got to it and threw it out to the blue line, but Blake had it out of his reach, and he had to come all the way back to get it. Here's Blake up to center ice, ahead to Robitaille. Robitaille to Taylor. Taylor to Robitaille. Tipped wide to the right side. Now picked up by Blake. Blake in front, and Carson fanned on it. And here's a break by Sundin. Sundin with McSorley getting back. Sundin pulled down by McSorley. And a penalty coming up. And a penalty shot. This will be a penalty shot for Matt Sundin. He got pulled down from behind by Marty McSorley. So a penalty shot coming up. This will be the 21st penalty shot in the league this year.
See Sundin hooked down. McSorley gets him from the inside. Sundin trying to cut back. Yeah, I agree with that call because Marty McSorley did not catch up with Sundin at any time. He reached out with a fully extended arm reach, then with his stick. Sundin is hurt right here. He's going off to his bench right now. They may have to substitute someone to take this penalty shot. Matt Sundin right there, right now over at the Nordiques bench. Gregson asking him whether he's going to take this shot. If not, there will be a substitution.
And it would have to come from someone who was on the ice at the time. Nolan, Huff were there, Adam Foote. But it's going to be Sundin. There have been 20 penalty shots this year in the league. 10 times the shooter has scored. The Kings have allowed 6 penalty shots the last 7 times that one has been taken on them. It's 2-1 in favor of the Nordiques with 11:58 to go here in the second period. Here comes Sundin. Sundin against Kelly Rudy. Sundin on the penalty shot in front. Waits, now shoots. Saved by Kelly Rudy. Sundin faked a slap shot, then came in and tried to move it under Rudy going to his right, and Kelly back to the goalpost and made the stop as Sundin is unsuccessful.
Little fake shot right there by Sundin. Did not faze Kelly Rudy whatsoever, and Sundin tries to go tweeners against Rudy, but Rudy closes up in time. Sundin thought he could get away with that little fake shot quite a ways out. Usually on a penalty shot, the player does carry it in deep. And Rudy did not flinch on that one. Rudy's fundamentals are excellent. He has his glove in great position, high. We got to look at Rudy. So he's taking away, and as soon as the shot comes, the first reaction from Kelly Rudy was after the shot of Matt Sundin.
And one of the newcomers to the Kings in that deal with Detroit will be Jim's guest at the end of this period. Nordiques lead 2-1 here with 4:10 to go, second period. Here's Scott Young. He fires it hard around the boards over toward Olin Nolan. Nolan tied up by Conacher, but is picked up by Young on the backhand. He scores! Scott Young out of Clinton, Massachusetts, and Boston University scores on the backhand, and it's 3-1 Quebec.
Perfect execution by the Nordiques on the forecheck. Great backhand shot by Young. But they take the man, and the puck, the loose puck, is there for the second man. That turns out to be Scott Young, and he gets a lot on that backhand. You can see Kelly Rudy looking to the ceiling.
The Kings don't clear it. Here's a pass, Kovalenko into LaPointe. LaPointe behind the net in front of Ruzinski. Saved by Kelly Rudy, and the rebound. He shot it high. Martin Ruzinski right in front gets stopped by Kelly Rudy with just a couple of seconds left, and now we've got Kovalenko and Curry upset with one another. So we may get penalties at the 20-minute mark again, as you see Kelly Rudy and now Jari Kurri. But Rudy made a big stop on Martin Ruzinski with just a couple of seconds left in the second period. So in that period, the Kings score once, but the Nordiques get 2. And at the end of 2, it's Quebec 3, the Los Angeles Kings.
Pierre Pagé, the coach, general manager here in Quebec, he is an intense man. You can see by his eyes right there. He does not want this 2-goal lead to get away from the Nordiques at this point. But the Kings are going to keep trying. They're going to keep going. Even a man short, they're going to try and get a shorthanded goal.
Face-off outside the blue line. Quebec Nordiques with the best power play in the league, but they're 0 for 3 tonight. They've had only 2 shots. Puck is in deep, and here's Steve Duchesne. Now Curtis Lesishin starting out with 13:23 to go in the third period. Here's Scott Young. He's got a goal tonight. Comes across the line with 1 minute to go in the power play. Young gets tied up. Puck is kicked out to center ice. Here's Tony Granato, but it's poked off his stick by Martin Ruzinski. Now Hextall. Hit from behind by Granato. Granato with it. In front. Shoots. He scores! Another short-handed goal for the Kings. Their second of the night. Tony Granato stayed right on the puck and scores the short-handed goal, and the Kings trail 3-2.
The Kings have had pressure-killing penalties all season. Right here, it's Tony Granato. He did not want to give up. The Shizen fans on the pass, and Tony Granato was right there to pick his pocket. Granato follows through on the forecheck. I mentioned the Kings looking for that short-handed goal, and they're going to keep trying by pressuring. They pressure all the time, but even more on this short-handed situation.
It bounces free. Puck comes loose right side. Here's Blake. Blake up the middle of Donnelly. Didn't get it. Out to center ice. 12 seconds to go. Here's Zhidnik with it. Kings down by a goal. 8 seconds to go. Donnelly with it. Throws it right side to Gretzky. Across the line. Here's Blake with a chance to tie. Poked away by Adam Foote. Gretzky with it. And his shot's tipped. Score! But the green light was on. The green light was on. I think time has expired. Gretzky's going to argue.
Bob, they don't have to argue right here. They can look at the replay and try to see if the clock is still running. We'll get a good look at it right here. Gretzky takes his time, puts it to the front. Now watch the lights behind the goal. They're on. No doubt about it. The green light is on. Mike Donnelly backhands it. Ron Hextall's already gone down. But from that replay, you can see there's no doubt whatsoever. That green light goes on automatically at the end of a period, and the Kings will lose this one 3-2.
They're going to take a look at it, I think, anyway. The referee is over and maybe talking to the video job. Now, here on the right side is Blake. Now Gretzky throws it in front. Now, just before that, Foote lost his stick. I don't know if he intentionally threw it or not, but there was no penalty indicated. Then Donnelly put it in, but as Jim correctly pointed out, the green light was on, signifying that time had expired on the clock. You see the green light is on right now. Let's take a look at it as we back it up. Now there it comes into Donnelly. The clock has hit 0. And it is no goal, and it's the correct call. So, a hard-fought game. The Kings give up only 3 goals. They score 2 shorthanded. Gretzky still wants to talk about it. Now, I don't know if he's talking about time running out or Foote throwing his stick at the puck and wondering why a penalty wasn't called there. Remember when the goaltender, Rob Stauber, went in and threw the stick, and the penalty shot was called, and Tampa Bay won. Now Barry Melrose coming over. That's where the Kings go off the ice to the bench. But this game is over as it's 3-2 in favor of the Quebec Nordiques. So the Nordiques are unbeaten in their last 5. 3 wins and 2 ties. Let's take a look at it again. Number 52 is Adam Foote. See what happens to the stick. Clearly, time had expired. There he is with his stick. Reaches down. Still hasn't thrown it yet. Oh, yeah, yes. He threw his stick. Yeah. There's no doubt on that. He turned around and purposely threw the stick. Now, the referee never called a penalty here.
Bob, and remember, the replay has nothing to do with this situation. There's no doubt that Foote throws his stick right there. He just wings it, and he lets go. There's no doubt right there. There is still time on the clock, so that is preventing a King scoring chance. If the referee had seen that, he would have called an automatic penalty shot, and it would have been the Kings' Wayne Gretzky to take it. A replay cannot be used to look at that and determine that penalty, so the Kings lose 3-2.